Haribol, my name is Jayadhvaja. I'm coming originally from, I joined in Argentina in 1974. Before joining, I was coming to the temple as a new person, and in 73 I started to come to the temple for a year, and the devotees were preaching to me, no, you gotta join us, it's very important, your life is wasted, this and that. So after some time they convinced me. One Swami was there, Pramana Swami, and he said, no, your life is wasted, why don't you come and be with us? We give you Ananda. In the material world there is not happiness. So I joined in 1974, and our temple was very small temple in Argentina, in downtown. First time I saw devotees, Brahmananda Prabhu, I think it's 69 or 70. I saw him in the TV. And I said, wow, this is something wonderful. So I wanted to see, they said, who these people are? They were chanting, and I said, they are different. I would like to see, I would like to meet them. But I never got any chance to meet devotees. Only in 1973 I met the Sankirtan devotees. They gave me a card also, a mantra yoga card. But one of my friends, he came to my house one time and he was playing guitar. He said, I want to play guitar. Okay, you come to my house. So when he came, he said to me that, oh, I am going early because I wanted to go to a yoga center. I said, what is yoga center? No, there's some people that they are dancing and doing mantra yoga. No, I said, well, I want to come with you. No, you don't. It's okay. No, okay, I will come. Okay, come with me. So I went the first time, even though I had the car for 3 months or 4 months. I went with him, and I was really amazed and shocked to see the chanting, the mantras. They were chanting Hare Krishna and all these things. So I decided to attend a regular basis in 73 up to 74, like a 1 year, going for the Sunday feast, Sunday program. Now gradually, 74, after I joined, 6 months or 8 months later, we got the initiation. Because initiation, it was, Prabhupada wanted to expand this movement. So they gave the initiation, 6 months, 8 months, already you can get initiation. Our mandir was just one room, a small mandir. You can say 40, 60 feet by 60 feet, something like as big as Prabhupada's room, a little bigger, maybe a little bigger. So it was a small mandir, but there was 60 devotees there. And it was very hard even to use a bathroom. It was only one bathroom, or restroom, what do you want to call it? One restroom and one shower. For 60 people, we used to go up in the roof with a hose, and everybody used to bathe with a hose. We have one man, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, because the bathroom they have to use. So it was like 2 hours on the line. It was 2 hours before Mangalarti, we had to get with the hose. That temple was very special because it was downtown, very close to downtown. And we used to go Harinam all the time. So once I got initiated, at one point, they say, your name will be Jayadhvaja. But in that temple, people were joining, they were given spiritual names before they get initiated. So my name was Madhavendra. And somebody else, because the Swami, Pramana Swami, he said that no, it's better to have the spiritual name, why we should call, George or Oscar or this name. My name used to be Oscar. But he said, no, your name is Madhavendra. So then, when I got initiated, I wrote a letter to Prabhupada. I said, you write to Prabhupada and write to Prabhupada. And I say to Prabhupada that, what is my name? Is Madhavendra or is Jayadhvaja? I was in doubt. So Prabhupada wrote me back, and he said the regular Prabhupada's letter, he says, your name is Jayadhvaja, please chant 16 rounds, follow 4 regulated principles, and Prabhupada wrote me back. When he wrote back, I was in Sankirtan. When I came from, we were doing Sankirtan somehow. And when I came back to the temple, they say, whoa, we got a big news here. You don't know? Do you know? You got a big news. I said, what happened? Prabhupada sent you a letter. And I said, who has a letter? The president. So they didn't want to give me the letter. They wanted to keep it. They said, we will show you later. I said, what's it? This is my letter. They didn't want to give. So after some time, I got the letter, and the whole temple was so happy to receive, Prabhupada's letter. In Argentina, we didn't have much, no dhotis, no kurta, no tilak. Everything was local. We made bed sheets, we used to do the dhoti. And we didn't have kurta, we have simply shorts or any other thing. We don't have a kurta was something like we used to see in picture. So after I got the letter and I already initiated, then we preached for some times with the Riyananda Maharaj, used to be the GBC. So we were preaching downtown everywhere, but after some time the government said that these Hare Krishnas are useless, they're brainwashing the young people, we should finish them. So we got something in the news, in the newspaper, came in the newspaper that many sects, like Hare Krishna, and one who is called, I think is a Premi, some yogi, some people who were preaching in Argentina. We're gonna ban, the newspaper came, we're gonna ban the Hare Krishnas and other sects in Argentina. They are dangerous to the public. We got this news, like after we got the news, 3-4 weeks later, the government came with machine guns, the army. They put a machine gun on my face and everybody. So they were gonna arrest everyone, take it to jail, and then from jail they will proceed. But I was approached by one of the, colonel, one of the men chief, and he said, do you want to tell me where the things are, so you will get our protection and you don't have to go to jail? So I said, nothing to lose. We already lose everything, all the temple, everything is lost. They took all the books and big trucks and they throw everything, all the Bhagavad Gitas, all the books, they took it. And they say, where is your temple? Where is this is the temple, this is where we sleep. That temple is not like a temple here. And the temple we used to sleep, eat, everything in the temple, because we have only this temple. No second floor, third floor, just a flatbed roof, and like a balcony on the top, and that's it. So before that also we used to get arrested all the time because they didn't want us to distribute books. So they used to say, hey, you're distributing books in this area, zone 1, zone 3. I told you not to come, arrested. So I went to jail many times before they closed the temple. So once the police came, everything, all the news came to Prabhupada. In those days, there was no cell phones, no computers, nothing. It was simply by phone. So Srila Prabhupada came to know that the Argentinian temple was banning devotees. And as a matter of fact, I will tell you something about Argentina. Prabhupada said, Argentina means you are descendants from Arjuna. Prabhupada said, you are descendants from Arjuna. Argentina, the Kshatriya place, Kshatriyas. This is what Prabhupada said about Argentina. There's many things you can see in the database. But Prabhupada says, few things I don't think are in the database. He says, Argentina means Arjun. He took the purport of the name Argentina, Arjuna used to say. So he said, you are descended from the Arjuna. That's one thing he say about Argentina. He say other things. Okay, so when the government came and everything, the news came to Srila Prabhupada that the Argentinian devotees are facing trouble. They've been taken to jail. They have no temple. What are they going to do? So Srila Prabhupada requested the GBC to bring us to India. He said, I want all my Argentinian disciples to come to India because they can do service. Srila Prabhupada wants the devotees to go to Hyderabad. There was no devotees, many devotees there. And those times, now in Indian temple, there's so many devotees, but those times, there were no devotees. Only foreigners. And few devotees, Indian devotees. So they want us to come to Hyderabad and serve in other temples in India. So after some time, I came from Europe. I was a temple president in Madrid. This is why Dean came to Prabhupada to meet Srila Prabhupada here with Samadhi, because I was taking care of the temple there in Madrid. So from Madrid, after I got released from there, I flew with Jayadhvaja Swami. We flew from Paris to Moscow. We went to Moscow and we did Harinam. And the police stopped us. They said, no, you cannot do this here. And they have big machine guns and everything. So I said, okay, we are going to India. So after we were like, the whole plane was devotees. It was like 70, 80 devotees or more. So we came from Paris to Moscow, and Moscow to Delhi. In Delhi we paid obeisance. It was the first time in India for me. And I was already serving, and this we're talking about 77, it was a Mayapur festival time, so it should be 78 after Prabhupada departure. So we got here and we joined the Mayapur festival, and when I was in the Mayapur festival, so many devotees, they convinced me to come to Prabhupada's office. They said, you should do seva there instead to do seva anywhere else. Hyderabad is already devotees there, so please, you come to Bombay. So after the Mayapur festival, I came here in 1978. I joined the Mumbai temple. I didn't even know English. My only words in English were yes, no. But under Mahabodhi took me in his group and he instructed me, and I was reading Bhagavad Gita in Spanish, English, and that way I got English. After a few months, I was able to speak a little bit. So Mahabodhi told me to become his assistant. So I became his assistant in Bombay. He used to be the temple commander and I used to be assistant temple commander. So after some time, doing all the activities of the temple, harinams and everything. And the temple bought a bus, big bus. They say, now we're going to have a preaching team. You will go and with a bus, we'll have a Jagannath, Balaram, Subhadra, Maya in Bombay. So, yeah, so I joined that bus, and Bhima Das was there. He said, you take charge of this bus. You become in charge for the bus, and we will buy him other 2 buses, I think 1 or 2 buses. So I became the Sankirtan leader for the Mumbai traveling Sankirtan party. And we travel, we have a ceremony, we did a puja and everything, and we started to move with the bus. We went throughout India, everywhere. We're #1 in the world many times on book distribution. So I was doing that. I did that for years, 5 years. Traveling, I was almost never in the temple. Maybe 1 month or 2 months a year. Most of the time we were traveling. So after some time, they call me back and say, you're doing wonderful work and preaching and this and that. So now, why don't you become the temple president? I say, I'm not qualified to become president. How are you going to be president? I'm not qualified. I only know how to preach Sankirtan books. But by the mercy of Gopal Krishna Maharaj, Srila Swami, Bhima Das, and Brajahari, they make me president for a year and a half. I was in 1985 to 1986, 6 months of 1986, and 1 year, 85 to 86, and then another 6 or 8 months. And after that, I went to Delhi. Gopal Krishna Maharaj, he wants me in Delhi. I went Delhi as a temple president, and I, helped in Delhi. And then Maharaj, whatever Maharaj was telling me, I was doing. It was under Maharaj, Gopal Krishna Maharaj. So even I went to Africa. But in the temple in Bombay, we have a lot of things that I don't know if other people already told these stories. We have this story when somebody of the Chokidar or guards, they have some incidents with somebody who's putting shoes. Do you have this story already? Okay. And there was so many stories about Bombay because I was here. My service in Bombay was almost 10 years. Going back and forth. I used to serve in Gujarat also, but mostly in Bombay. So we had so many incidents with some Chokidar. Then the public came. It was the whole thing was terrible. Police came. It was bad. Anyway, we have many things, very good things. One of the good things I remember was the Bhaktivedanta Institute program with the scientists. All the scientists that Prabhupada met, Dr. Judah and all these big professors, they came to Bombay, and I was with Bhima. I was the temple president at that time, and Bhima was there, and Gopal Krishna Maharaj, and Swarup Damodar Maharaj. So they came over here, and we were to Mr. Malhotra's big house, and we have big, huge programs. There's many incidents here I can go over and over, but I don't think we have the time. Now, my relation with Prabhupada was letter he sent, and that's it. I never have because, as I told, I was in Madrid as a temple president. They never let me come over here. And we have one sannyasi, and the sannyasi is the person who say what to do. So he said, no, I'm going, and he was the sannyasi. So I said, you stay. I said, no fair. I wanted to go because I wanted to see Prabhupada sick. And Prabhupada, and few of my god brothers from Argentina, they went there. They serve in the room, they clean Prabhupada's room. And we have some Ruchi Sevanam, he's also serving in Bombay. He went over there and he served Prabhupada. And we have some devotees already dead, that they went and served in Prabhupada's time. But as a president in Madrid, I was not able to come. Madrid Temple was a very small temple, but a very good area, downtown. And we have a very small temple room with Gornitai. And there used to come so many people interested in yoga, meditation, and all that. So we made many bhaktas. But mostly when I went to Barcelona, that is another city, we did a bhakta program, and we have I think over 100 devotees made in Barcelona, in Spain. We fill up almost all Spain, devotees everywhere, Sankirtan and everything. Barcelona was much better than Madrid. Madrid was more difficult. But we have 10 devotees in Madrid, and some of them they took initiation from Prabhupada, but I don't know where they are. I don't even remember where they are. From my generation in Argentina, yes, we got 3-4 devotees left. Mostly there was 60. But I think we got maybe 4 or 5 devotees still Prabhupada disciples in the planet. But they follow everything strictly. They met Prabhupada too. Anyway, in Bombay, I was explaining to you that we have big programs in Bombay, and so many things happen. And so after Santanya left for Delhi, and from Delhi I went to Nairobi. Maharaj wanted me to go to Nairobi, so I was a regional secretary in Kenya. Also we have, I can go on and on, so many preachings, so many things. But all is due to the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. He was the potency behind all the activities. Anyway, by the mercy of Krishna and the Vaishnavas, we are able to do some seva in this temple. I was enchanted by the philosophy. I was really, when they say, you are not this body, I say, how is possible? Makes sense. It's very nice. So once I started to chant Hare Krishna, that was when the change came. I say, yes, I should join. Because without chanting, you can go to the temple and do kirtan, do this, but if you don't chant yourself. Qualities of Prabhupada are many, but the main quality of Prabhupada is kindness to me, that he came and spread the Krishna Consciousness movement. And so I was enchanted I was feeling so happy, I was feeling different, change, simply by the process of Krishna Consciousness. Oh, and Prabhupada, I can tell one story. When we were in Barcelona, then the news came, they said Srila Prabhupada has left the world. So everybody was crying and crying and crying and crying. And I was thinking, what am I going to do now? Everything is finished. So I am in the middle of Barcelona. My home is 6,000-7,000 miles away. What am I going to do here? But they say, no worry, now, the new disciple, the proper disciples will take care, nothing is going to happen. So we did a big feast for Srila Prabhupada, disappearance, in Barcelona. There was about 100 devotees. And that was when Prabhupada disappearance. Prabhupada's qualities, every single quality of Vaishnava he has. But the most attractive to me is the chanting of Hare Krishna and the potency of Prabhupada. He has the potency to convince people about the spiritual life. You might read so many books, and we used to read different yogis, different things. But when you read Prabhupada's books, it's something different in the books, the potency. So I will say most attractive to me is the potency of Srila Prabhupada and Srila Prabhupada's books. And we distribute thousands of books from Bombay, millions, throughout India. And I think that people will change by reading Prabhupada's books, people will change. So it's the best quality of Srila Prabhupada, the preaching, the Gita is done in the books. If you read the books, it will change your life.